What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we have some massive updates about the Avengers Doomsday trailer slash trailers, multiple. And I'm not just talking about multiple releases, although we are talking about that today, but we're also talking about multiple versions of the trailer. Now, before we heard that Marvel and Disney had made over 30 plus different trailers for Avengers Doomsday. Well, as it turns out in a new report today, it looks like they might be planning to release more than one version of the trailer in theaters and online, of course. And it's all part of a much bigger marketing plan for Avengers Doomsday and a little bit for Avatar Fire and Ash. Now, it looks like we might be getting the trailer a little early, and I stress might, because Daniel RPK, who is really good with trailers, he posts a lot of scoops. Some are accurate, some aren't. But when it comes to trailers, he is usually very accurate. He states that Disney apparently has a release date set for a trailer on December 11th. The trailer that is going to be released it hasn't been specified, right? They just have that release date set for a trailer, and he says it could possibly be for Avengers Doomsday. So we've been hearing some rumors that we might get a little sneak peek, or the actual trailer might be released online December 7th, because that's when the Endgame trailer originally came out. That's also Tokyo Comic-Con, which is another big event. We also have CCXP coming up. There's a lot of kind of places where Marvel could be releasing that trailer, but no matter what, all of the insiders and big outlets have been reporting that there is an Avengers Doomsday trailer attached to Avatar Fire and Ash, or at least a special look, because now, according to the insider Cryptic HD Quality, who they are also an account when it comes to trailers, they've pretty much have 100% accuracy when it comes to reporting trailers. They have a source, or they are the source. They're inside and they see things ahead of time, and they know things way ahead of time, and their track record is fantastic. Cryptic just posted this yesterday, confirming the Doomsday trailer is attached to Avatar. So another confirmation that yes, with the release of Avatar Fire and Ash December 18th, that should be coming. But they continue and state it's a bit above a minute in length, I'm told. So purely a teaser and not a full trailer, as some others were saying. I can't wait. Now, what they're saying here, they're not saying it's not a trailer, because it obviously is. It's a first look at Avengers Doomsday. It's a trailer, right? But what they mean by it's not a full trailer is it's a teaser. That's what it is. It's a teaser, right? So it's not going to be like the first full official trailer, and it might not even be the first full teaser trailer. This might be kind of a teaser of a teaser, right? So basically what we can expect is they're not going to show you too much of the actual story. It's most likely going to be some action. It's mostly likely going to be following Doctor Doom. And we heard nothing about the X-Men being shown in the trailer description. So that might be left out as well, saved for the longer, fuller teaser trailer. So this one's a little over a minute, and then I guess full teaser, which sounds weird because it sounds like they're gonna have multiple steps, like teaser, trailer, full trailer, and then more trailers, of course. So the full teaser trailer will probably show us the X-Men and more of the teams and more of the story. Then going into the full official trailer, whenever that comes, maybe the Super Bowl, they show us a lot more and give us a lot more plot details for the story. But like I mentioned, this does seem to be a part of a bigger marketing plan for Marvel, because we just got a new report that says there are 3 different trailers for Avengers Doomsday that have been prepared. Now, this is coming from Film Threat. Film Threat were the people who originally reported that Marvel Studios was going to do kind of a big announcement, and then the next couple of days, I think they reported it a couple of days in advance, but their report ended up coming true. That event was that production chair video, and that event ended up being massive. Some people didn't like it because it was just hours upon hours of watching chairs, but I thought it was a really fun time for the community, and it was a huge event. It got millions and millions of views. So they reported that originally, so clearly they have a source, and they state that they've heard a rumor that there are 3 trailers for Avengers Doomsday. They're all different, and they all connect, and they will be released 1 week will be released one a week, starting with Avatar Fire and Ash, done to encourage people to see Avatar multiple times. Like I always say, Disney, Marvel, they're businesses, right? I do believe Kevin Feige and the people at Marvel love the content, right? They love Marvel and the characters, but they still got to make money. They got to promote their other movies. I get it. So this actually results in something good for us though, right? Like I'm all for them trying to encourage people to see Avatar, because if it does result in 3 different trailers, I'm here for it. It's just more for us. So not only have multiple insiders and major outlets like Collider confirmed that there's an Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer attached to Avatar Fire and Ash, but now we're hearing there are 3 different kinds. 3 different versions of the trailer attached. All are different. So it sounds like it's not all going to be, oh, hey, depending on what theater you go to or depending on what time showing you go for Avatar Fire and Ash, you're going to get a different one. No, it doesn't sound like that's going to happen. It sounds like the first week, December 18th, you're going to get everybody, like in the entire world, is going to get one specific trailer. Then they're going to switch that the next week to a different version of that trailer. And then a week after that, they're going to switch it once again. It doesn't seem like it's going to be truly random. It seems like they are controlling it based on this report right here. They state they will be released 1 a week, starting with Avatar Fire and Ash. They're all different. They all connect. So it seems like they're going to tell kind of the story of Doom over 3 different trailers, right? They give you a little bit in the first one, they give you a little bit more the next, and a little bit more in the last one. And then ultimately, like I mentioned, that'll lead to the full trailer. I like this marketing plan. I think it's really good. I think it's really good not only because we get more, but like we've mentioned so many times on the channel, Marvel really just does need so much hype for Avengers Doomsday. And they know, again, like first impressions for Doomsday matter a lot, because they know that there's going to be some people out there who, if they see the trailer and they hate it, they're going to write it off, right? Now, a part of me thinks that even those loud people on the internet who think Marvel's done, and if they see the trailer, they're going to kind of say, you know, oh, it sucks no matter what, they're still going to go see the movie, right? Because this is like an event film. Like, what other events really happen like this in cinema, right? In pop culture? Like the Avengers events are the big ones, right? The biggest, really. And so are the Avatar ones, strictly talking about numbers, right? But I mean, most of you will remember the Infinity War and Endgame time, right? I'm sure there's some new fans in here that are going to experience this for the first time, but most of us, for Infinity War and Endgame, it was just crazy. They're trying to capture that again. That's what Marvel's trying to do. And they know that the Doomsday trailer has to just knock it out of the park. So having multiple versions of the trailer, I actually really enjoy. And maybe they start off with it being very vague. You show us Doom, you show us some of the new Avengers, some of the old Avengers, but not really so much of, you know, so many new people. Then in the middle, you kind of get a little bit more into it. And then by the last one, maybe they're showing us a little bit of the X-Men. Maybe they show a variant or two, right? More of the TVA, more of Loki. Maybe they show Deadpool and Wolverine still, because there's a lot of the cast that hasn't been revealed yet that we know are going to be in the film. Benedict Cumberbatch has already said he's returning as Doctor Strange, right? Which probably means Clea's going to return, but they haven't been confirmed, right? So there's a lot they haven't revealed that we know is going to be coming. And I think they're going to do it throughout these trailers. I do think it's a pretty good plan. And then on a business note, I do think it's a good plan to go encourage people to see Avatar. I hope, it's just kind of funny because it's like the whole debate on what really was the biggest movie of all time, Endgame or Avatar, because they re-released Avatar, right? Avengers Endgame had that title until they re-released Avatar. So it's kind of, there's like a competition there between Avatar and Marvel. So it's kind of like now you're using Marvel to increase the views of Avatar, but they're owned by the same people now. So it doesn't really matter to them. But to us fans, I mean, I want the Avengers movies to be the biggest of all time. So it is kind of interesting here. Like they're helping each other. And I don't know what you could release ahead of Avengers Doomsday to encourage people even more to go see Avengers Doomsday, right? Spider-Man, even though no, Spider-Man comes up before. So you see how weird it is? But hey, I'm all here for it because it gives us more content. And I think Marvel really does have a good grasp on what they need to do to really just kick things off with a bang. I think having 3 different trailers connect to each other as well is a really great idea. I think maybe giving us a tease December 11th would be a really good idea as well. Like I mentioned in the previous video, they do a tease. It's not a full trailer. It may be like a 30-second little teaser, and they say to see the full thing, go watch Avatar Fire and Ash. And then they put that online so everybody can see it. And then we go see Avatar Fire and Ash and get 3 different versions of the trailer. I think it's pretty genius if that's what's going to happen. Again, keep an eye out for these dates, like December 7th. CCXP is this weekend. The Disney panel is on Saturday. So we're going to be monitoring all of this. If we hear anything, of course, we're going to do update videos on this. So if you want to stay up to date on everything, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and let me know how excited you are for all of this to begin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And of course, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.